What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be reviewing the iPhone 7 Plus conversion lens. So what this is a really neat product that I'm excited to try out. It's an iPhone 7 case, but at the same time it's got three different types of lenses for your iPhone 7 Plus. It's actually going to be using both of the lenses, and you can switch to the different modes. You have to use the case, but I still think it's a cool product and I want to try it out, so let's see what it looks like. Alright, so I started taking this thing apart. It's got a wide angle, it's got a fisheye, it's got a macro, and it's got a telephoto lens as well. But that's what it looks like. So that's the case. This looks like a pretty cool case. So these, I have no idea what this is yet. Oh, I guess this is the cover for this. But essentially this is what the case looks like. So what I'm going to do is pop in my iPhone 7 Plus and see what this looks like. And I read somewhere this comes off, so when you don't want to use this, you can still use this as a regular case. I presume you can get rid of this thing. I don't really like it, but the case looks pretty sturdy and rugged versus what's on my iPhone 7 Plus, which is the OtterBox. So I'm going to take it off, put this on here, and let's see what it looks like. Alright, so I've got the case on here. Now this is the way the case looks like. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of this area, but I mean it does offer a lot of strong protection when you look at it. So it's got a strong bumper against it. Feels very, very durable. It's got all the cutouts that you need and access to all the buttons that you need, except I wouldn't know how to get in there. Well, I guess you can. You can sort of squeeze your finger in there. Like I said, I will get rid of this eventually. But the purpose behind this is it allows you to take your camera and convert it into more of an expensive camera. And what I mean by that is it gives you options to use different types of lenses. So I can use, like I said, the fisheye lens, or I can use one of the other lenses. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through what every single mode looks like, and we'll take a look. Alright, so now when I take a look at this case, that's kind of what it looks like with the camera on there. Now, when I compare my OtterBox, this is an OtterBox symmetry case. When I compare the two, they're almost identical. So they're very, very similar in size. And when I go this way, almost identical as well. If anything, this one's a little bit bulkier because it's got this camera on the top. So you can do one of two things, I guess. You can take this off if you want to use it from a day-to-day standpoint and just carry this with you. It comes with a nice little, I guess, protective case, but it doesn't protect the other side, which it's unfortunate, but anyways. And then you can use this as your regular case if you wanted, which is alright, I guess. Except there is this little bit of bulk here, which I don't really like. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. There really isn't, I don't know, anything. It's got this little holder on the side, and I took off the little thing that was hanging here, so I got rid of that. But essentially it's almost similar to a OtterBox symmetry case, just as an FYI. So let's see how this thing works. Okay, so I'm actually going to use what this came with, which is, we're going to use this box sort of as the prop to do all the photo shoots with. So this is kind of what the let me move that over so that you guys can see it. So this is what the regular lens looks like for the iPhone 7. I'm just using the regular camera here to show you what it looks like, or sorry, the regular photo, apologies. And this is the 1x, and then when I hit that, that's your 2x. So that's kind of what it gets to. So what I'm going to do is show you the field of view. So if I put this down here right now, what you kind of see is the box, and you see a little bit of table room around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip on that first lens, which is kind of going to give us a more macro view. It's going to show a bigger field of view, and so we're going to see what that looks like right now. Okay, so to give you some thought again, so take a look at the field of view that's around here, and now I'm going to flip on the first lens. And if you take a look, it gives you a little bit more field of view. So I'm going to take it down again, and then I'll pop it back up. So it zooms out the image a little bit, so that's always nice. And then when you use the 2 times, I'll show you if you go down. That's what you see. And when you pop this up, again, a little bit more field of view. So the next one we're going to look at is the lens that's going to zoom in for you guys. So I'm going to hold it here again, and I'm going to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up 2 positions, and I'll show you what that looks like. So 1, 2, and that's kind of the micro view. And the reason why, the zoomed in view, the reason why you see it's kind of blurred, it's supposed to be very, very close. And that's how it's supposed to take the image. So if I were to take this lens down to the original stock lens, like this is I'm almost touching the box. And if I were to take this down to the stock lens, you'll see that the iPhone won't even catch the wording on it. And especially when I go 2 times, I mean, it's even worse. You'll see like nothing. So when I go back to the 2 positions up, and I put the box next to it, you see that it actually reads it very, very carefully, you can actually see the print very well. Now when I hit 2 times, you still see it. As a matter of fact, if my hands weren't shaking right now, like right now, you can actually see some of the detail in the print itself. And then the last one, which I don't really find too useful, is the fisheye lens. And that's what that looks like. I don't really use fisheye. I don't know when I would really want to use it, but there's that mode as well. So the neat thing about it is you can have this all in one case, which is cool, but the bulk factor is something that I'm not a fan of. I'd rather just get those clip-on lens. So it's up to you what you guys want to do, but this is it. So if you guys are interested in it, I'll put a link in the description. It's the iPhone 7 Plus conversion kit. I don't know who it's from, really, it doesn't really say here, but regardless of the fact, I'll put the link in the description and you guys can take a look yourself. Thanks, have a good one, bye.